Okay, you guys, just like I said, we have amazing systems in place. And if you plug into these systems, you are going to find a lot of success. These systems are pretty simple. They're not complicated. And I think that we tend to overcomplicate things because we feel like it should be more complicated, and it's not. So if you trust me and you plug into these systems, I promise you that your business will just duplicate. It will grow so fast. Like I just said a minute ago before I started recording, I told Francesca, whatever you tell me to do, I'm going to do it. I trust you. I see your success. Whatever you're doing is clearly working for both you and your team. So I'm going to do it. So she was like, girl, just do it. Just do it. So I'm going to tell you, just do it. I stress these systems because they work. Okay, first things first. When you join, if you have already joined, you should have already gotten this. If you're joining tonight, make sure you get this. We send out a welcome text. If you're on my team, we have this welcome text that we send out. In this welcome text, it tells you to download our app. We have an amazing app that helps your business. It helps keep things simple. Tells you to get the app. It tells you to watch a recording of a launch call. So basically this. It tells you what Facebook pages we're going to add you to keep you plugged in. And it has this document. This is our launch document. And this isn't just a team thing. This is a company wide thing, which is so awesome that this is what we do as a company. And it just tells you all your first steps, right? So make sure you get that welcome text. When you get it, save it to the notes in your phone because you are then going to send it to anyone else who joins you. These are the step-by-step systems that we have. So that's the first thing. Send the welcome text. Then you're going to get an email from Q welcoming you to the company. And in that welcome email, it's going to ask you if you want to be a business owner or a business partnership. If you are going to work this together with a spouse, choose partnership. Otherwise, just choose owner, sign the DocuSign, and then you'll be good to go. That DocuSign is really important. A lot of times, some people just miss it. And if you miss it, then they can lock you out of your account and hold your paycheck. And it's just kind of a mess. So just sign it and make things easy. So then the next thing too is to make sure that when you sign up, you set up your auto ship. And even better if you set it up for the first through the fifth of the month. And that is going to be really important going into this weekly pay. I'm not too good at explaining the weekly pay yet, but if you have your auto ship set up for the first through the fifth of the month and you duplicate that down to your team, then everyone else is the same thing, then you are hitting your same rank that first week and getting that paycheck. Then you have the rest of the month to grow and to continue to get more paychecks. You could get massive paychecks every Friday. So that is one thing that I am implementing. So your auto ship is a non-negotiable. If you're not willing to have an auto ship, then this probably isn't for you, because as a business owner, we are committing to be qualified. So auto ships first to the fifth of the month. Now, these things are pretty straightforward. You want to write down your website. Your website is where people are going to go when they want to order products from you, when they want to join you in business. Just know your website. Your ID number is important to know for anything customer service related. You can find that in your back office. And then your upline silver leader is just a really good point of reference. So if you have any issues, we have a live chat option in your back office, and they are honestly really helpful. I think that a lot of live chats aren't really helpful, but ours are. They're pretty awesome and they're on a lot of the time. So if there is something that the live chat cannot help you with, your upline silver leader has a corporate liaison. I like to call them more of a corporate partner because we have, like I said, a 50-50 partnership with corporate. We work together to be successful. We have someone that we can message and email anytime, so we can help you get some stuff done. So if you're on my team, I am one of them. Josie Waller, Christina Heinberger, Mandy Klentz, Casey Wheeler, Katie Williams, Jenna, Tia. I'm missing people. Robin is now a silver leader. Cameron is one. Aubrey. So, anyways, just find whoever your silver leader is and connect with them. If you don't know who it is, just ask me and I can help you figure it out. Then your start date is important because our fast start bonuses are time sensitive. Okay. So today is pretty awesome. The timing could not be better for you. because you have the rest of March and all of April to hit your fast start bonuses. Now, don't get that confused. I believe that is more than enough time. I think that you really only need a month or less. Um, so if you signed up yesterday, I do not want you to feel discouraged for a hot second that you feel like you have less time, because we would not encourage you to sign up on the last day of the month if we were not confident in what we can do here. So we partner with you and run with you out to executive as fast as possible. So your level of commitment is up to you, but 1 month is plenty of time. All that to say, whatever month you sign up in, you have the rest of that month and then the full next calendar month to hit your fast start bonuses. So we want to get everyone to executive ASAP to not miss out on those bonuses. Okay, so your why. Your why is really important to know. I don't know if you guys have experience in network marketing, but it can be a roller coaster. There are highs, there are lows, there are really exciting days. Like yesterday when I hit Blue Diamond, that's a really exciting day. But there's days where I will feel overwhelmed or discouraged, or if someone quits, or I don't know what it's going to be. But it's not always easy. I can promise you that. It's actually really hard a lot of the time. And it's in those hard days that you have to connect with your why. You have to know why you're doing this in the first place. For me, I told you guys in that last call that I started out of a place of financial desperation. Credit cards maxed out. Not sure if my card would get declined at the grocery store. It was the only word I can think of is desperate. And I'm being really vulnerable with you because I feel like I'm probably not the only one who's been there. So those things fueled me to be successful here. Anytime I was frustrated or overwhelmed or wanted to quit or whatever it was, I dug into that. I looked at my girls playing outside. I'm like, yep, that's why I'm doing it, for them, for my family, and for our future. And not only have I changed our lives, but like I feel like at this level, I am impacting like my kids' lives. We're doing big things here. So your why is really important. I want you to think about it, and I want you to tell somebody about it so that they can help encourage you with your why when you are feeling those things. My best advice about the highs and lows of this business is to just know off the bat that this is a roller coaster. There's going to be highs and lows. And the sooner that you um, don't allow yourself to ride that roller coaster and just to stay emotionally stable, the more success you're going to have. Okay. So these are the systems. They are very simple, very, very simple. Follow these and you will not regret it. Okay. So the first step is the launch. So when someone signs up, we do the welcome text, we add them to the chats. We have so many chats. I love chats. We have Facebook pages. We get them plugged in, and then we launch them. So everyone needs to get launched. And I want you guys, every single person who joins you, I want you to be responsible for them. I want you to not just sign up mass amounts of people for numbers and volume, but to really take responsibility for every single person who is trusting you in this business. It's your job to launch them. Okay. So we do this launch. Then after this launch, everyone's next step and what you're ready for is to make your peak post. So your peak post is a post that you make on Instagram or Facebook, on social media, and it is piquing people's interest. It's letting them know that you are open for business, you are onto something new, you're onto something exciting. Some things that we do not say in the peak post are, hey, I just joined Q Sciences. Do you want to join my team and help me out? Oh my gosh, you guys, I will cringe. I will, in the nicest way, probably message you and ask you to take it down. That is not what we say. I honestly I don't even think I've really said the name Q Sciences publicly. And it's not because I'm trying to be secretive or weird. I'm so proud of this company. But in the name of piquing interest, I don't want to put it all on the table. I want to get people curious about what I'm talking about. I want to get them wondering what we're doing because I want them to message me. I want them to be like, okay, I see your stuff. What is this about? You have my attention. And then we get in a conversation. That's the goal. Okay. So once we get in a conversation, they're going to say, okay, what is this all about? You're going to message me and you're going to be like, now what? What do I say? So this is what I say. First of all, I want you to voice message. When you voice message, They get to hear the genuineness in your voice. They get to hear the confidence, the excitement in your voice. It just translates so much better. So that's a big tip of mine. And when you voice message, you're going to say back, "Hey, Shannon, oh, I know this is so crazy. It's awesome. I just partnered with this ground floor health and wellness company. It's incredible. It's blowing me away. They have amazing products, but I came here for the business opportunity. Timing is everything, and their compensation plan is the best thing I have ever seen. My friend Britt has been here for like 5 months and is already making like $90,000 a month. It's insane. I don't know much. I know I'm pumped. I know I have to do this. I would love to send you some information." They're going to be like, "What? 90 grand a month? Yeah, tell me everything." So then at that point, that is when you are going to invite them to a call. We do opportunity calls literally almost every single night. At least Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Central, we're going to have a call. Okay? So I either invite them to a call or I send them a recording of one. We have tons of recordings that you can send them anytime. And then I usually always send the comp plan video. So there is a 9-minute compensation plan video that Francesca recorded that is, it's short and it is mind blowing. And especially anybody who has done this before, when they listen to this video and they hear it, they're just like, "What? There's no way this is real." And it just gets their attention. So I always send usually both of those, if not getting them on a live call. So then after we do that call is how they're going to get the information. That's how they're going to learn about all of this. Because we don't have time, I don't have time, you don't have time. We don't have time to sit and tell everybody all the details ourselves. It would be exhausting. So, after they get the information from a call, then it says three-way call. What that means is at that point, you are going to introduce the person to your upline or a silent, whoever. You're going to introduce them to somebody else. You're not going to use the words upline or sponsor or whatever. That's really scary to a new person. You're just going to say "my friend," and you're going to edify. Edifying means that you are going to, I don't even know what the word is. You're going to like talk them up. You're going to make them stand out. If if you were to edify me to someone, you could say, "Hey," like if this person's wanting to know if they have questions about, like, they saw the op call and like, "This is so awesome, but I have a question about this." You're going to be like, "Awesome. I'm going to introduce you to my friend Britt. She's really busy. So let me see if I can get some of her time. But she is awesome. She is a 7-figure annual earner here in just 5 months. She is now on the equity council, which is so exciting to happen today. Um, she is building this massive team and she's just really smart in business here, and I would love for you to meet her. So let me see if I can get a chat going with her." You can do it in a chat, you can get on a Zoom, whatever it is. You just connect them. You be the bridge. That's what Brooke Lloyd always says. You be the bridge. You bridge them to somebody else, and then you let them help you, and that gives third party validation. It also shows them how simple this is. I myself could probably, not probably, I could do all of this work myself. I could tell every single person, every single thing, and do all the work, but that would be exhausting. And so when I plug into these systems, it makes it simple for me, but it's also showing this new person, "Hey, you can do this too. If you can put up a post, if you can invite someone to a call, if you can and introduce them to somebody else, you can do this." Most people will always say, "I don't know enough about hemp," or "I don't have the time." Neither of those things are good excuses. We have an app. In the app, we have product info sheets. These product info sheets have all the information you need about every single product. So you can fire those off. When you plug into the systems, everybody has time to do this because you just send them to somebody else. It's pretty awesome. Then after that, it says additional exposure. So whatever they need, if they need to see another video, if they need to talk to somebody else, whatever it is, we get their questions answered. And then at that point, we see if this is a good fit. And to know if it's a good fit is to know if they are ready to be a business owner. So we have this checklist of things to see if they are willing, if they're willing to be a business owner, if they're willing to have an auto ship. I don't even know the rest off the top of my brain, but we have this checklist of things to know if this is a good fit for them. Because you guys, I'll tell you, we are not desperate here. One mistake I made in my last business was acting out of desperation, convincing people, just trying to get people to join. And that is not what we're doing here because we don't have to. What we have is amazing and people want it. And we only want people where it's going to be a good fit for both of us. Then after we close them, then we get them launched. And then we start this whole process over again. So here's the thing. Since our bonuses are time sensitive, everyone's first job is to find their first two people. Okay. We don't want anyone to miss out on bonuses. So there is an urgency in finding those two people. So as soon as you find your two people and we get them launched, they are immediately on a mission to find their two people. And then so on and so on and so on. So do you see how this duplicates? And it grows so fast. Okay. So let's talk about Autoships. I talked about that a little bit in the beginning, but Autoships are really important. They are actually a non-negotiable for me. I mean, for the company, like they don't make you, but I will tell you that if you are a committed business owner, set up your Autoship, be committed to being qualified each month. That is how you build a sustainable business. In my last company, I was not as confident as I am here because of what we have. I self-admittedly acted out of desperation and convincing, and I would tell people, you don't have to set up your auto ship. It's not a big deal. It's like, it's whatever. You can just order whenever you want. You guys, yeah, I got them to sign up, but that did not build a sustainable business. It was not lasting because they could order once and then never again. And now my mindset, if it's not volume that I can count on, then I'd rather not have it in the first place because I am here for the long term, not just the 1 month rank up. Okay. So this is important because if you take on like my same mentality about Autoships and you duplicate that down to your team, you are going to build a strong business because you're going to duplicate it down. And your team's going to do the same thing. And everyone's going to have a strong, long lasting business. Now, you also earn rewards points for your Autoship. So every single time your Autoship runs, you earn rewards points that you can turn in for free product. It's awesome. Okay. So these are the ranks after executive. So the first three are builder, pro, and executive. I am going to really quickly go over the comp plan, not into super detail. Let's just talk about builder, pro, and executive really quick. So to break it down into simple terms, we want you to get a paycheck right away, right? So builder, it says 300 OV. You know what that is? That's basically 3 orders in your organization. Pro, that's 600 OV, basically 6 orders in your organization. An executive is basically 15 orders in your organization, okay? It could be less because some orders are more than 100 PV, but that's basically the basic numbers. How many times can I say basic? I don't know. So how do you get that OV? That comes from your ambassadors, the people that you bring in to do business with. It comes from their customers. It comes from your ambassadors, their customers, and anyone that your upline is able to place under you. We build deep so we can place people and actually help you build your business. Okay. So there are a lot of different ways to get OV. So the only things that do not count for your OV to rank up is your personal order that gets you qualified and your personal customers' orders. So if you have a customer that goes to your website and orders product, they're going to fall into this category, your CV, your customer volume, and you're going to earn a separate commission on them. But everything else that happens under you on your team counts towards your promotion. And then this is your guaranteed base pay. We don't have averages. So that's a little bit about the comp plan. Again, if you want to know more about the comp plan, ask someone for the 9-minute video and it will explain it so much better. Okay, so I want you guys to dream really big. And I know it might be scary. I know you could be coming from another company and you're not used to massive momentum like we're having. But our numbers are double, triple, quadrupling every single month. It's explosive right now. So these are the ranks that come after executive. And I know these numbers might seem kind of big and scary, but they're possible and they're happening left and right on my team. So I want you to think of what amount a month is going to make a significant impact on your family. So what do you want to make this week? What do you want to make this month? What do you want to make in the next 2 months, the next 3 months? let's come up with goals. Get with your upline and map out your goals. Because the coolest thing, you guys, like I just showed you on the comp plan, is we don't have averages. So you can say, hey Britt, I need to make $4,000 a month. I need that for my family. Okay, cool. That is silver. Silver is $4,000 a month. That means that you need 25,000 in volume. So let's go find you some business partners. Let's get them, let's get two bronzes and an elite. Let's get those people to those ranks and you'll be silver. We can map out a plan to get you where you need to go. But I really want you to like not play small here, because what we have is, like I said, explosive. So a Fab 5 is basically a private opportunity call. So what I want you to do when you start is get with your sponsor, and in your first week, pick a date. Maybe, hopefully not even in your first week, in your first few days, pick a date and say, okay, so what's today? Monday? Is today Monday? I don't even know. Yeah, I think it's Monday. So today's Monday. Let's just say, okay, on Wednesday or Thursday, we're going to do a call at 7:00. You're going to go invite your closest people, and I'm going to do a call just for them. That's it. So we do these larger opportunity calls all the time, but there is something special about what we call a Fab 5 and it being just for you. So get with your sponsor and schedule your Fab 5. Okay. That is so important. And then it's your responsibility to get people on that call. Okay. I am not a fan of scripts. I don't like these scripts, but one thing I am a fan of is messaging people. We do not do the traditional, hey girl message here. Those make people cringe and run for the hills. So what I did when I started is I boldly, confidently, and very excitedly messaged so many people. I either got on the phone with them, which I know might be scary. If you get on the phone, text them, be like, hey, I have something big I need to share with you. Can we talk real quick? And they'll be like, yeah, okay, cool, call me. Or you can voice message. I really suggest doing one of those two things rather than a text message, because when they can hear your voice, when they can hear the confidence and excitement in your voice, it just translates so much better. Okay. So what I did was I said, hey, Emily, okay, I know this sounds crazy. I know this might be shocking, but I am moving on from, if you're moving on from a company, you can say, I'm moving on from this company, or you can say, I never thought that I would do something like this. Like, I really didn't think that this would be for me, but I just partnered with this ground floor health and wellness company. Timing is everything. They have a full line of hemp products. They have non-hemp nutraceuticals, and they're awesome. But I'm coming here for this business opportunity because I have seen what's possible. Timing, like I said, timing is everything. And their compensation plan is mind blowing. It is the most generous I've ever seen. My friend Britt, she just started in October. She's already making $90,000 a month. And like, that's just freaking insane. Like, I don't even know. I don't know much, honestly, but I know I'm pumped. I know if she can do it, I can do it, and I'm here for it. So I would love to share some information with you because I don't want you to miss out on this. So when they, again, I'm going to say it again, when they hear the confidence and the excitement in your voice, they're going to have FOMO and they're going to want to know. And when you tell them your friend's making that kind of money, they're going to at least want to know details, and they might not. That's fine. There were a lot of people who told me no in the beginning who have since joined me. So that is a very real possibility as well. Again, be confident, be excited. I cannot stress those two things enough. One thing that I think you should do, actually, before you start sending messages, practice on yourself. Send them to your sponsor and say, hey, what can I tweak? I want you to come into this being insanely coachable. If you want to have success, you need to be coachable. So practice your message. Ask your upline how you can make it better. This is a list of 100. I am a list person. I love to work off of lists. My best advice for this is to not talk yourself out of anybody. It's really easy to think, well, she's just going to say no anyway, so I'm not going to message her, or I don't want them to think I'm weird. No one's off the table. You could be talking yourself out of your biggest business builder. And you and I have seen happen so many times. You might be scared to message Sarah, but someone else is going to message Sarah, and Sarah's going to be their biggest rock star. And you're going to miss out because you were too scared. And you're going to be kicking yourself that Sarah is number one on the leaderboard and she's not on your team. Okay. So you want to message Sarah. I don't know who Sarah is, but I'm sure there's a Sarah out there that you're thinking of. One other thing that I love, that there is another leader on our team, her name's Katie Trent, that I heard that she always says to people when it comes to these lists is, who would be missing out if you don't message them or if you don't do this? We are here to make such a bigger impact than ourselves. Like, this is so much bigger than me and my story. Yes, it's changed my life, but this is so much bigger than me. And if I wouldn't have said yes, you guys, there's thousands of people on my team who have been impacted because I said yes. And so, who would be missing out if you hadn't said yes, or if you don't say yes? Think of those people and how big of an impact your yes is going to make in someone else's life. Okay. So we have some Facebook pages and ways to stay connected. Like I said, we're really big on chats. If you are on my team, you will be plugged into a chat of some sort, and we're really big on that. And I just think that it's so effective in community and in excitement and all of those things. But we have some Facebook pages as well. We have Q News, which is our corporate page. It's how they communicate with us. They, like I said so many times, this company, we have a 50-50 partnership. Like, it's a mutual partnership. And so they are very transparent with us. They keep us in the know, which is just so refreshing. I've never had that before in a company. And so every Monday at 1 p.m. Central, they go live. It's called Q News, and they just update us on everything. They fill us in on what's going on. There's never guesswork about anything. And then the first Monday of the month, they have a CEO call where they do recognition from the month before. If you promoted, you'll probably get your name read off. And they just really fill us in on everything. So I want to encourage you, not even encourage you, I want to tell you that I take those lives so seriously that they are on my calendar. I will not schedule any other call during that time. I won't schedule any other meeting during that time. I am on that call. I am on it live. I show up like it's a business meeting. So that is every Monday at 1 p.m. Central in that Facebook page. Then we have a couple other pages. The movement page is Francesca's team page. There is really, really good training in there. I love that page. My team page is called Q Collective. It's not on this sheet, but it's called Q Collective, and there is just good information on there. It's how I like to keep you guys updated. In that page, you will always find what our upcoming calls are. So there is an events tab at the top. If you click events, it will show you all the upcoming calls, whether it's training calls or opportunity calls or whatever it is. You're always going to find it under events on that page. Then we have two pages that are for like products and testimonies. One is called Discovering a Quintessential Life. The other is called A Quintessential Life, Real People, Real Stories. So you guys can add anybody to those pages. You can tag people in those stories. You can screenshot stories in those pages and share them privately. We just ask that you do not share those stories publicly, because we cannot make claims like disease claims or whatever claims. So it has to stay private. And then we are really, really big on events. I will again go as far as to say that if you are not willing to go to events, this might not be for you. We just had our convention and it was just so life-changing, business changing. There is just something magical that happens when you are present in a room with people who are doing the same things as you. It just hits different. So the next leadership summit is Silver Summit. So when you hit the rank of silver, they fly you out to Utah. They take you to this beautiful mansion lodge, and you get to spend a weekend with the corporate staff, with Mark, with Jake. It is really, really special. And so the next one is this month. Then I just heard today that they are opening another one next month because we have so many people earning it and wanting to go. So there'll be another one in April, another one in May. So they're pretty often. I would really encourage you to work towards silver so that you get to go to this summit. It's really special. And then the next convention is at the end of September in Dallas. So tickets have actually already sold out, but I am praying and believing that they will be able to open up a lot more tickets. So just stay. I'm sure as soon as they do, you will see it on Q News. So stay plugged into Q News because you do not want to miss Dallas in September. Then lastly, we have the FFM. So if you are in this company and you have not reached out to FFM yet, that is your job tonight. Before you go to bed, I want you to email them. It's ffm@qsciences.com. You email them and you just tell them that you would love to set up a meeting with one of their coaches, and they will do that. And you get to share your hopes and your dreams. And I know that it can feel really scary and vulnerable to share your financial like baggage with them. It's scary. I honestly am not going to lie. I put it off for a long time. I put it off. It's really embarrassing until I was platinum in my 3rd month, and Jake Spencer himself texted me. He was like, "Hey, how about that meeting?" And I was like, "Oh crap." And so I texted Sarah right away, and I hadn't done it because I was embarrassed. I was nervous of what she was going to think of my finances. And so we got on that call, and you guys, it was scary to be vulnerable, but what they told us at convention is our situations, we think they are way worse than they are, and they are not thinking what we think they're thinking. And so the coolest thing ever was that after that call, I felt so encouraged about how it wasn't actually that bad, the situation. I felt really encouraged about the fact that she shared with me that I was going to be out of debt so much faster than I ever imagined. And it's just a really cool tool. And I just really encourage you to take advantage of it. So again, FFM at qsciences.com. There, like it says in your app, there are videos from the FFM team explaining what it's about, what they can do. And I just really encourage you to take advantage of that. So this is the launch. That is it. Every single person needs to be launched. It is your job to launch people. I don't take it lightly when people partner with me. And so I want you to take responsibility for the people that partner with you. And remember, the speed of the leader is the speed of the team. And so your team will match your pace and they will feed off of what you do. You set the tone for your team. So, my team, you guys know I'm running hard and fast, and I'm taking you all with me. And we are doing big, big things here. So, go message people, be bold, be confident, be excited, get your peak post up. When you make your peak post, make sure you use a personal picture. Don't use a graphic or a picture of a product or whatever. Use a picture of you and your family or something personal to get more attention. And you guys buckle up because this is going to be big. So, hope you guys all have a good night. It's going to be an explosive month, and I'm just so excited to see what happens. All right. Good night, y'all.